Okay, wow. We are just gonna hop right into it and let's get started.
Alright, y'all, so let's jump right into it. We knew going into this episode it was going to be pretty crazy, a lot of drama. We knew that Jesus still loved Hannah B, but I don't know if I expected that. What about you?
That was really hard to watch, and this recap may step on some people's toes because we're going to share our thoughts on the situation because we're going to be recapping it Tyler and Brianna style. So obviously we love the show. Just because we watch it does not mean we support everything that we watch in the show, obviously.
Whoa.
Yeah, so and there's always, I feel like, parts of this, a series, or not series,
Yeah.
not series, what is it? Seasons. There's always,
Well,
there's always parts of seasons that I'm just like, things that Tyler and I both have, our own convictions on that we don't do, but anyways, I'm saying all this because
we did not agree.
there's things that we don't agree with in the show, and there's just because we are doing recaps of that, a lot of times we just, it's a show that we enjoy to watch together, and we've watched it since we were dating, but there's some things that we can just, move past and watch because it's just a show, and there's some things that we have to kind of just take a stand for, and I feel like this is an episode.
So let's go ahead and move past that. Peter the pilot got a little steamy.
I guess that's where the windmill comes in.
We all know what happened in the windmill.
I will say though, Greece looks amazing.
Greece
like we
is
said
awesome.
last week, I would love to go to Greece. That's on one of my personal bucket list as well, Hannah. Is it on yours?
Who would you like to go do that with?
You, Tyler. I didn't say sure.
I know.
Okay.
Anyways, Greece does look awesome. Good choice on that.
Yep, and I
It's
will
one of the
say,
only things that Hannah B did right in this episode.
Yes. Well, yes. I think, in my personal opinion, that Peter's date was the best date of the four.
He gets to go on the boat.
He gets to go on the boat, but I will say, just from a relationship standpoint, he told Hannah that he loved her,
Finally.
But the thing is, sometimes they say it and it's just like, this is the time to say it, let's go ahead and get it out there. But I feel like he said it and like he really meant it. Like I really feel like it was like a passionate, like this, you could see how nervous he was going forward and like trying to just get the words out. So I'm sure that was like super hard for him to say, and I'm sure Hannah really appreciated him saying it, and obviously I hope, he meant it. It looked like he meant it, but I feel like that was the best date of the night.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I think Luke P's date was pretty awesome, other than it didn't end very well. We'll get to that. But it was definitely a better date than getting a massage and staying in a room and
not getting to see Greece.
Yeah.
And I honestly, even though we're huge team Luke Tyler, that's a team.
Luke Tyler?
What, did I say that?
Yeah, Team Luke Tyler.
We're on Team Tyler.
We're on Team Tyler,
We're on
but
Team
we
Tyler.
like Peter and we like Luke. We do not like Team Jed.
Okay, well what I'm saying is Tyler, it did not seem like his date progressed as it should have at this point. So I feel like because of this date that his chances of winning have gone down in the rankings.
But went up for being the Bachelor.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a family show.
It's
And this
not.
is a family channel.
This is not a family show.
It's not a family
I would
show.
not let my children watch the show.
Yeah.
But anyway, what was I saying?
We were talking about. So, moving on. So, Peter the Pilot had a pretty amazing date. Everything went absolutely perfect. Tyler C had a great date, and it seemed like it got even better after the Fantasy Suite, even though,
They didn't do anything. They just talked.
Right, and I thought that was
So-
great for him and his Bachelor stock. Let me go ahead and say that.
Yeah. So yes, I
He
feel
said
like that
he
too.
was. She said that he was the most respectful man that anyone has ever been to her. Wait.
He's the most respectful man she's ever All right, so I feel like moving on, the last 2 dates were really the drama-filled ones. So you have Jed going on this date, and he cannot stand that Hannah still has Luke in the process of this whole thing.
Do we want to just jump into this right now?
Yeah, we're jumping into this right now.
All right, so let's just jump right into the whole Jed date. First of all, what's your first thought on that date?
First of all, we don't like Jed.
It seemed like Jed, this was my take on this, and it could just be me, and the fact that I don't, All right, y'all, so as we just mentioned, Tyler C., Peter the Pilot, we feel like those dates went pretty smooth, and they are on the track to, continue. And then Jed's date. It felt like he was kind of bringing up the whole Luke situation to almost get out of this relationship.
It's possible.
Because usually if you bring up another guy this late into the game, or really any time in the Bachelor or Bachelorette, you kind of get kicked off, and he was pretty strong about it.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, is he like trying to get off the show now because he has a girlfriend?
Famous?
Yeah, he's already got famous, right? I'm surprised he didn't bring his guitar.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I definitely don't rule that one out. But I do feel like he has strong feelings for her. But I feel like because of how awful that date went with him bringing all that up, I feel like she truly loves Jed more than it's leading on the show. And so I see him being at the top 2 now. Where I would have thought he would have been the next one to go home, the fact that she kept him after all that and did not send him home, I feel like she really sees a future with him, and I think he's going to be in the top 2.
I think you're right, but I also think that Jed did not stay in his lane in this episode, and he did what he did not want Luke to do. He did not keep Luke's name out of his mouth.
Yeah, that was Garrett.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know what you're saying there, babe. All right, so let's just jump right into the last date. And this is what the whole episode was going to revolve around. All the commercials, all the teasers, all the trailers.
# Jesus still loves me. And Jesus does love you if you're watching this video. But wow.
Yes. So this really did not set well with Tyler and myself. Because we are both Christians as well. So...
Luke, you were on it, and then you backtracked and started falling into the Hannah trap, which I wish you would not have did. Yeah, so
that's what really aggravates us, because...
But Hannah, she has lost it. Let me go ahead and say that. When you bring up, she said something like, you're just jealous, and that's why you're bringing this up.
No, she said it's a pride issue.
And that they're the same, and I was just like, yes, sin is sin. But girlfriend...
Yeah, there was so much wrong in that. And, the biggest issue to me is, the Bible is very clear about certain things. And we are to not judge, but we are to hold each other accountable to the scriptures.
Especially someone that calls herself a Christian, which they both were saying they were Christians. That's the main part.
We totally understand that people mess up. They make mistakes. Sin is sin. But we, as Christians, do not just openly sin when we know it's sin, but it's a really slippery slope. But the way that it was handled, we do not agree with. We just don't agree with it.
Hannah B. And look, we have plenty of our own struggles. Let us go ahead and say that. But
I really don't know what to say, because there was just a lot wrong with this whole episode. And
I wish Luke would have just stood up and left. And now we all know that he's coming back.
But that's a good point, Tyler. Like, that would have made the biggest difference if he would have said, this is what I believe. This is what the Bible says. This is where my morals stand. If you have, been with other men during this time, I'll politely say that I'm 100% no longer interested, because our morals do not line up. That's one thing, and that's completely different. And if he would have walked away graciously saying, we're at a crossroads right now, and we do not see eye to eye in, you know, our spiritual beliefs, that'd have been a totally different story. Because
what's the problem with Luke being able to tell Hannah this is what he wants in a wife? If she's wanting to tell them what she wants in a husband, he should be able to do the same. And it's not really a normal situation, Hannah, that you're dating 4 people and Luke is only dating you. Obviously that's a little bit more weirder on his side, and he has every right to feel that way. I'm sure you would have felt that way if Colton was doing the same, which obviously we know that he wasn't. Virgin.
But not on the fantasy suite night.
He didn't do it on the fantasy suite night.
Oh, okay. But anyways,
he did jump a fence though.
Listen, we don't know about everyone's personal life. I can just speak from this episode in that I did not like the way it was handled. Just from a Christian perspective, I didn't. We can go into all the details. We can go into a different video later about what we believe, but this particular episode, it did not sit well with me. It did not sit well with us. We didn't like the way the situation was handled. Unfortunately, it's how it played out. It is what it is. It is what it is.
And please leave your comments down below. Let us know what you thought of the episode. And regardless of, you know, if we see eye to eye, you know, we love you all.
And Jesus does still love you all.
Yeah, Jesus does love Hannah B.
But can I say something? This show is so dramatic. Is it not?
I think it is dramatic. But
and
wow, that's a good...
I have another thing to say.
I have another thing to say.
I only watched this show because of him.
That's a lie.
And his mother.
Just want to throw it on someone else. You contain your own problems, okay?
Contain my own problems?
Yeah.
All right, well...
Anyways, let me ask you this, one more thing. Drop a like if you are ready to watch Bachelor in Paradise.
I'm about maxed out with this Bachelorette episode, season, whatever.
Just saying, drop a like.
They did show the premiere of that and the commercials. I'm sure it's going to be even more dramatic.
What's his face looks ratchet.
Season. Dean with the mustache.
Dean, what's going on, man? You been living on an island by yourself? Take a shower.
Thanks so much for watching this episode. We hope you enjoyed it. We want to know what your thoughts are. So let us know in the comments below. And please subscribe to our channel.
And hit the bell. Ding, ding, ding. You like that?
We'll see you in the next video. Bye.